it's been a super interesting elimination round, always is. High pressure, no one wants the 33rd. And you've got three surfers here that are desperate to avoid it. J.Vaughan maintaining a pretty solid position on the rankings at the moment.
At this point, and here's a left-hander at Burleigh.
And Joel's got plenty of speed. This is a Bonsoy replay. Gets the completion.
Unbelievable, like a left-hander, full rotation. We're going to have to go back into the record how many left-handers one heats at Burleigh, Ronnie.
The heat's not over yet, but I know what you mean. As we see a Bonsoy replay of Griffin's opening ride. Multiple turns, cutting back, bit of foam on the face. In the blue, Imaikalani I.deVault. Surfing for Hawaii, he'll be out there in the white. It's J.Vaughan who's going to get things started here. And Joel would have absolutely been licking his lips, seeing Rio turn in an 8 for a single air. Bit of a flurry here, Bugs.
Yeah, with Joel Vaughan on the way behind. There's wave number 3 or 4 for Joel. And looking so clean.
Ran into his coach, J.Vaughan Thompson, yesterday. Chat about his performance. Touch on that in a minute. Let's have a look at what Imai got done.
Yeah, well, Imai, he needs to get going in this heat. Nice.
For someone who's got such a big weapon to go to against the world's best. Hard not to sort of just start telegraphing the air straight away as we see Imai up again. And he's going to take a fall there. Kaipo, your thoughts on this heat? J.Vaughan already taken to the sky and Griffin up now.
Yeah, well, what's happening? I'm just going to report this straight mic'd up with ultimate ears. And what we're seeing right now is Griffin Colapinto rip apart that wave. I do want to note that the surfers have moved off of the point.
Another guy with great variation above the lip. Here's Imai, that beautiful style. Great placement of turns. Has had some big results on the Gold Coast in the Challenger Series. Wants one on the CT to start climbing the runs on the live rankings.
Yeah, he's just got such a pleasant style.
You watch him just sort of bounce across the water here. He can be so light-footed, but when the section presents, he can really lean into it as well.
Look at that. Just gorgeous surfing. The wave, again, at this wave, he's looking for an ending and just fizzles. Got some good work done on the way. That drone angle really showing his technique, the fluidity of his style. One of those classic South African surfers that there's so many good ones. Oh, wow, the lefts.
This is to turn his season into a game of snakes and ladders. He couldn't find the ladder through the opening stages of the season, found it at Bells, jumped or climbed an incredible 12 places to 14th. As we see Imai there, just lost the back foot, awkwardly goes over the falls. But yeah, massive climb. Yeah, he looked really alive on his equipment. We see Griff to make anything of that one. Joel had the priority. He utilised it. So I'll be shuffling the order priority here. Griffin will get it. And that's going to give him an edge if he can replace that 4.9. But it's shaping up nicely, this one. There's Imai. Throws that rotation again.
Yeah, they move the dial their way. You know, you see Italo Ferreira does it. Gabriel Medina's done it. And then we see Ethan Ewing kind of doing it the other way, and there's a real balance going on now, and it's nearly like anything goes, and you got to love that.
Let's see if Imai can generate a number out of the inside section here. Under priority, getting a lot of work done, having a few cracks at some airs there, but unsuccessful on that occasion. Appreciation for the power unloaded on that final move. J.Vaughan getting himself into a decent sized set wave and loading up. What's he going to throw at the panel? Gets some relief. And let's see if he can charge up into one of the top 2 spots here and survive this heat. Oh, strong start as he loads up for the big finish. Great rotation onto the flats. Those fins grabbing. And he comes rocketing out of the rotation. Maintains great control. 15 minutes to go. 5.1 shouldn't be a problem. Second half of this clash, wanting to get himself elevated. First hit, solid.
So solid. First hit, set it up. You knew he was going to go to the air. Difficult rotation. He had to milk it a little bit. But look at that. That's a world-class turn. That's a point scorer right there. And it's just beautiful technique here.
Whoa, he flick his leg rope off there?
I think he didn't, and he just has spun it right at the end.
Oh, I think his strings come undone. Halfway through the turn, maybe. Another look at the slow-mo in a second. Before we get to that, let's have a look at what Imai can do here.
Yeah, just got this wave, got a little bit lazy here. He hasn't had a finish yet, Joe. I mean, Ronnie, bang!
Yes, Rio. Hey, amazing surfing. That was such an incredible heat to watch. You know, you've had an incredible start to the year, then a couple of tough losses. What was your approach going out there today?
Trying to take step by step, you know. I feel like my first wave, I did take a first step, and then the boys was kind of catching a lot of wave. Amazing team, you know. And I'm just blessed, you know. I'm so thankful for everyone that's supporting me, and today is today. I'm happy. Got 8 and 7. I should be happy, and the next one.
So now J.Vaughan needs some work done.
Yeah, Imai has been super busy in this one. This is his 12th wave, and he throws a great finishing turn on it. J.Vaughan, you can see he's just begging for a ramp out there. We'll give them the opportunity to get out in this lineup and have a bit of fun. And here goes Griffin, just looking to shut this heat out. 6.5 minutes to go. Another one of those competitors who talked about his form being there.
So some dangerous customers still there to take care of. J.Vaughan is the real danger, sitting in 3rd place. And a great ride here again by Griffin Colapinto.
He's done a good job at, you know, avoiding those early round exits. 4 9ths and a 17th.
The ones you target, they go, I can make a final here, where you've got to get at least a quarterfinal.
Colapinto has a look at trying to improve the 6.67 there, unable to find anything to tap into. We've got the Stone and Wood Post show coming up next. Plenty of big talking points after moving through the elimination round for the women and the men. Imai up at the moment. Can he up the requirement? Can he get to first spot? Bit of light rail work there.
Yeah, nice surfing, but won't go into his top 2. A little crumble there. We see some action down the line.
Well, here we go. J.Vaughan loading up. Big section standing up. Throws his board into the rotation. Actually launched off the lip the way he would have loved to get the full height that he needs. Such an impressive turn. Super inverted. It's a clutch move, but is it high enough? Is the landing clean enough to fetch him a 7.73? Griffin Colapinto going to work on an insider, just holding Imaikalani off.
And, yeah, Griff just puts this one to bed with another scintillating ride. So Griffin Colapinto coming alive at Burleigh. The Bonsoy Gold Coast Pro is there for his taking.
Yeah, really solid effort on that find from Griffin. Just the depth in his bottom turn, finding some space from the wall, getting a nice vertical approach. And Imai got in on the exchange as well, probably making some comparisons to what Imai did on his 7.27. And it's got to get pretty close to Griffin's 8.5. You've got to think of that. That was an unbelievable ride.